Na had connected her social media accounts to their shared iPad for convenience. She'd synced her smartwatch to their home speakers to stay connected. She'd linked her phone to their car's Bluetooth system because she was always forgetting to charge it. These weren't security breaches. They were Na's own digital breadcrumbs scattered carelessly because she'd never thought Aaron was smart enough to follow them. Tuesday evening, 3 days into the cruise, Aaron sat in his work truck during his lunch break and opened the iPad. Na's Instagram stories showed her and Derek at the ship's pool deck, his arm draped casually around her waist. The caption read, "Living our best life with my bestie." But Instagram's metadata told a different story. The photo was taken in Derek's cabin at 11:47 p.m., not at the pool during the day. Aaron screenshotted everything. Carlos climbed into the passenger seat with 2 gas station burritos and a Mountain Dew. "Find anything new?" he asked. "They're not even trying to hide it," Aaron said, showing him the screen. "Look at this." Carlos squinted at the phone. At 32, he had the perpetual 5 o'clock shadow of a man who'd given up on impressing anyone, but still had enough humor left to make Aaron laugh when everything felt like garbage. "Brother, your wife thinks you're stupid," Carlos said. "Which, no offense, you kind of have been. Thanks for the pep talk." "I'm serious. You're sitting here collecting evidence like you're going to court, but what's the plan? You going to wave screenshots at her and ask for an apology?" Aaron had been asking himself the same question. Traditional revenge felt hollow. He could file for divorce, split their assets, move on with his life. But Na had spent years making him feel small, dismissing his opinions, correcting him in front of friends, treating him like an accessory to her upwardly mobile lifestyle. She deserved more than paperwork. "I want her to feel how I felt," Aaron said finally. "Which is how humiliated, stupid, like everyone was laughing behind my back." Carlos nodded slowly. "Now you're talking, but you got to be smart about it. Na's got those bougie friends who will close ranks around her the second they smell drama." Aaron knew exactly who Carlos meant. Lisa and Tanya, Na's real estate colleagues who treated their monthly wine nights like strategy sessions for social warfare. They'd encouraged Na's friendship with Derek, probably knowing exactly what it was. "I need to isolate her," Aaron said. "How?" Aaron thought about Derek, the wannabe influencer who'd built his entire online presence on being authentic and trustworthy. The bartender who'd convinced Na that her husband was too blue-collar to understand her ambitions. "I'm going to give everyone what they want to see," Aaron said. "The truth." Na returned from the cruise with a tan and a story about Derek getting food poisoning. She seemed relaxed, almost giddy as she unpacked her suitcase in their bedroom. "Derek was such a trooper," she said, holding up a Kazel t-shirt she'd apparently bought for Aaron. "Even sick, he was taking care of everyone on the trip." Aaron examined the shirt, size large, even though he wore medium. It looked like something grabbed at the last minute from a gift shop. "Sounds like a great friend," he said. "The best. Actually, I was thinking we should have him over for dinner soon. You two should get to know each other better." This was exactly what Aaron had hoped for. "Sure," he said. "How about Saturday?" "I'll cook." Na looked surprised. Aaron rarely offered to cook for guests, mainly because Nina usually took over and criticized his technique. But this time, he had a specific menu in mind. Saturday arrived with unseasonably warm weather for April in Cincinnati. Aaron spent the morning preparing chicken marsala, garlic bread, a salad with ingredients from the farmer's market. Nothing fancy, but solid food that required attention and timing. Derek arrived at 6 carrying a bottle of wine that Aaron recognized as the house red from the bar where Derek worked. He was shorter than Aaron had expected, maybe 5 feet 8 inches, with the kind of carefully maintained stubble that took more effort than a full beard. His clothes were expensive looking, but slightly too tight, like he was trying to show off a gym membership. "Aaron, right?" Derek said, extending his hand. "I've heard so much about you." "Likewise," Aaron replied, gripping Derek's hand just a little too firmly. "Na says you two had an amazing time on the cruise." "Oh, man. It was incredible. Really life-changing, you know." Na appeared in the kitchen doorway wearing a dress Aaron hadn't seen before. Something low-cut and red that she'd probably bought for the cruise. "Smells amazing in here," she said. "Derek, you have to try Aaron's cooking. He's actually pretty talented when he applies himself." The backhanded compliment hit exactly as intended, but Aaron just smiled. "Let's eat," he said. Dinner conversation flowed easily enough. Derek talked about his social media strategy, his plans to expand beyond bartending, his vision for authentic lifestyle content. Na hung on every word, asking questions and offering suggestions with the kind of enthusiasm she'd never shown for Aaron's work stories. "The thing about influence," Derek said, cutting into his chicken, "is that people can tell when you're fake. Authenticity is everything." "Absolutely," Aaron said. "People always know when someone's lying to them, even if they can't prove it." Derek's fork paused halfway to his mouth. Na shot Aaron a look that could have frozen the wine. "What do you mean?" Derek asked. "Just the trust is fragile," Aaron said casually. "Once people think you're not who you say you are, it's hard to come back from that." "Aaron's always been philosophical," Na said quickly. "More wine, Derek." But Derek was studying Aaron now, like he was trying to solve a puzzle. Aaron met his gaze steadily, letting the silence stretch just long enough to be uncomfortable. "Actually," Aaron said, "I should mention my sister Leah is having a housewarming party next weekend. You should both come. She's been dying to meet Derek." "That sounds fun," Na said, though her voice was tight. "Great," Aaron said. "She's invited some of her friends from the bar scene. I think you'll have a lot in common with them, Derek." Derek nodded, but something in his expression had shifted. Aaron could see the wheels turning. The calculation of social risk versus benefit. After dinner, while Na was in the bathroom, Derek lingered in the kitchen. "Your wife's amazing," he said. "Yes, she is," Aaron replied, not looking up from loading the dishwasher. "You're a lucky guy." "I know exactly how lucky I am." Derek opened his mouth like he wanted to say something else, then seemed